Hey guys, how's it going? It's Dan Weinberger here, CEO of Morpheus.Network, here with another cool video for you guys, talking with someone who I'm a partner with and also someone I consider a friend. Thank you so much for joining me today, Jim Masloski from Customs Direct. Jim, how you doing today, buddy?
Hey, good morning. Doing good. Just having another fun day at the park.
Amazing. Me as well. It's always a fun day at the park, of course. So I thought I'd have you on and kind of have a little discussion. Things we've been working on. It's great to have these sort of discussions and show people, let the community know as well what the projects that we have to come down the pipeline together. So a couple questions for you. So maybe you can fill us in with what you've been working on, with Morpheus, with the dev team, with us since we last spoke.
Well, since we last spoke, we've been working on the importing into North America module, where we're able to take certain pieces of data coming off of the distributed ledger. We've worked tightening that up. We're looking at standardizing the message flow, getting the messages back from CBP, and then we're able to. We've worked on the data migration to get the data out of our system and then getting it posted back up on the distributed ledger to Morpheus, and then being able to. One of the things we're looking at is being able to pull that data back down and present it to the users on your digital footprint. We looked at some of the other modules. We're trying to incorporate some of the modules into the flow as it relates to cross-border flows. So just learning the processes, identifying how we can communicate and keep track of the different tasks, and it's been going good. We're getting a better way of communicating, keeping track of what's going on. So we're excited.
All right, fantastic. I love working with Jim because we're both kind of supply chain guys. So we're kind of the minority within Morpheus. There's not a lot of supply chain, got a lot of developers. Carl's one of us as well, and we talk about these different projects and different flows and workflows. And you mentioned, Jim, different modules and things that the module we're developing with you and the other modules we have integrated as well. Depending on the right use case, they could take advantage of what we're doing and what we're using with an IoT provider and so on and so forth as well, or payment systems and a lot of other functionality as well. So that's I'm super excited about integrating it all together, obviously. And I wanted to ask you a couple more quick questions. Since I have you on right now, so what can you tell us about projects that we're running together with yourself, with Customs Direct as our partner, and the Department of Homeland Security?
Right now we're going through some testing with DHS and CBP on an IPR proof of concept. We've been working with them over the last couple months to take data for trademark data, intellectual property data, and what we're going to be doing is supplying that information, posting it on the CBP distributed ledger, and then where Morpheus comes into play with what we're doing with you guys is we believe we're going to be one of the first ones that are able to do a blockchain to blockchain interoperability. So we're going to post data out on Morpheus. That's going to be public data. And what we want to be able to do is to have CBP come out, grab that data in a format that's readable by them. It's still encrypted. They're going to be able to pull it off, take a look at the data right off of the Morpheus DLT. And then for us, that's one of the main stretch goals for this POC. We're looking at running through some dry fire testing this month, and then next month, September, it's already September, but we'll be looking at doing the actual live testing and try and wrap that up with the testing by the end of September. So it's been exciting. It's been going good. Being able to work with your developers, Vishal, getting his stuff done. With working with the vendors for DHS, it's been a learning process, understanding how to get the blockchain information in a format that everybody can use. So it's been going good.
No, I agree, and I'm excited about that project. That POC is just amazing, and I'm happy to be a part of it, of course. And something else you have me really excited about with Department of Homeland Security and Customs Border Protection is other things down the pipeline as well. I don't know if you can sort of fill us in a little bit of the other stuff you got going as well. So.
Yep. If we take a look at the group where I was associated with is called COAC, and they've got a work group that I participate in. It's an emerging technologies work group, and they've DHS and CBP stood that. COAC has been stood up for years. It's something that the government is obligated or uses to get information from the trade, but they stood up a working group, and they've got a couple other POCs. They're going to be looking at bulk commodities, specifically oil. They want to try and get that put in place in 2020. The emerging tech work group also held a blockchain presentation day here just a few months ago. We presented some stuff on e-commerce and then on a KYC type process that is under review to see where it falls. It potentially could fall into 2020 proof of concept. And then the other piece they've got going on, not necessarily with the emerging technologies group, but a data pilot for e-commerce that we've made application to, and we want to see where we stand or where we come through on that. But we'd be utilizing our existing modules that we have to do an e-commerce type process and presenting that data in advanced screening. So that's coming down the pipe. So it's going to be busy fourth quarter. It's going to be a busy 2020, and we see a lot of stuff, a lot of opportunity where we're going to review and see where we can fit it into the flows with Morpheus.
Yeah, no, exactly. And I completely agree. It's going to be busy. It's going to be busy all the way till 2022 and so on and so forth. And, as these, different POCs and different proposals come together, I know we're going to keep on pushing those out and keep filling the pipeline as well. So it's not just about, a single project, but also projects down the line and in the future and next year and 2 years and 5 years. And we know we're going to push this through and find the right project as well that works for us. And glad to do that with you, of course. So what I wanted to ask you as well, once again, because we do have some time together today. So I know that there's other projects out there. There's other even DLT-based projects, other supply chain management projects as well. Why did you choose to have Morpheus as your partner, work with us? I know I'm a nice guy, and that's one thing. But aside from that, there must be better reasons than that. Why, Jim, did you choose to work with Morpheus.Network and our team?
Well, one of the things we looked at when this started up here, we're going on a couple of years now. We looked at the different providers. We looked at what their goals were, what the philosophy was, how did they plan on getting into the market space, and with the philosophy with the middleware and the type of business that a U.S. customs broker or a Canadian customs broker, freight forwarder does. There's a lot of disparate data out there, and with the idea of coming in as middleware, being able to tie into that data, how you want to provide different modules for different flows, I think it was a good fit for us. So that's what got us in the door. And then once we started working with you and your team, then it's like, hey, this is going good. It's an open, easy conversation. It works with our style of development. With the flexibility, so that's been one of the main reasons. Some of these, it's a nice fit, good communication, and it's worked out well for us. So yeah, we're going down the right path.
Awesome, Jim. Well, thanks so much, and I feel the same way. Obviously, communicating with you, and we always have the discussions on our end when it comes to the actual clearances and even real world specific shipments and so on and so forth. So it's great to build that actual real world feel to all that we're doing, and I feel like we are transferring a lot of that knowledge to the developers. And maybe it's just me, but I feel like it is becoming more of a smooth process to get them to understand, all the clearances and the documents needed and how that has to work and how that has to flow. So it's a great process that I'm enjoying learning with developers, learning with you as well. And I'm looking forward to the next, coming years as partners and growing this out together. So.
Yep. No, it's been going good. We're excited. So yep, we're having fun.
All right. Awesome, Jim. Well, thanks so much again. And I'll let you get back to your fine day down there in South Dakota. I'll enjoy the summer weather here in Southern Ontario, and we'll be talking soon, I'm sure.
Sounds good. You have a good day, and we will catch you later.
Thank you, sir. Bye, everybody. Thank you.
Have a good day.